Welcome, Gadu.
Thank you. So, shall we wait? Yeah. Thank you so much for being here on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. This morning I looked out my window and I saw we have a cherry tree. But it's a Japanese cherry tree, like the one in Washington, D.C., and I think there's arboretum, I think they have some. It was just coming out, just full. Yeah, it's just so gorgeous. It's we just moved a couple years ago. It's a young tree, but you can just feel it's spring. Everything is just blooming, like weeds and everything else. I'm kind of procrastinating for start cleaning up my garden so I can start gardening. So today I'm here to talk about Qigong. So this month's theme is Own Your Impact. And so I'm kind of trying to talk to you about that from the Qigong perspective. So how many people know what Qigong is? Great. How many people never heard of Qigong? Great. Yeah, that's wonderful. Because Qigong is not necessarily the most popular thing in the West or in any other part of the world other than China, right? But more people start practicing Qigong. So Qigong is basically Chinese energy healing technique or energy balancing technique. So Qigong is a study of energy. So Qi is a word in Chinese, means air or energy or vital energy, or means a lot of different things. And Gong means to work or to practice or to cultivate. So Qigong is about study and practice of how to bring energy into your body, how to cultivate it, how to balance it, learning how the energy works in your body. So we talk about energy in so many different ways, right? Like Einstein, the E equal mc squared. Everything in the universe, it's just a form of energy. And energy can't be created or destroyed, can only be transformed. So, as physicists know it, as we understand the universe, originally started out this little chunk of energy, that's concentrated energy, just boom, blow up as a big bang. 14.15 billion years later, here we are. Yeah, just each one of us, the ceiling, the air, the fan, the carpet, and everything. It's just a form of energy, right? And in Chinese medicine and Qigong, we talk about energy in terms of yin and yang. It's kind of like a dynamic balancing force, right? So you've seen those yin-yang signs, right? So this balance is constantly moving, and it's constantly balancing. But at some point, it gets stuck. That's what we call energy blockages. So when the energy blockage happens in your body, it happens every day, when the season change. At different time of a day, there's energy shift. So energy is always constantly moving and shifting. And sometimes our body is not catching up to it. So that can cause energy blockage in our body. So it in itself is okay. But, we have a habit in our life, right? We have an eating habit, sleeping habit, emotional habit. And this habit, energy has that too. So your energy blockage, the flow of energy in your body is so that this blockage is constant. Eventually it will manifest itself as illness in your body, or could be a depression. In different way it manifests. So, the type of Qigong I practice, Spring Forest, is called Spring Forest Qigong. It's created by Master Chunyi Lin. Our focus is healing. Healing ourselves and healing others, if you choose to. So, that's why Master Lin's, Jay basically said everything I was planning to say in this short introduction. So I don't have much to say anymore, but I'm just trying to fill the blank a little bit. But so Master Lin, his idea is everyone is born a healer. Because our body is energy. We know our energy the most. So by doing certain movement or doing meditation or changing the way we do things, changing our habit, transforming this habit energy. We can transform our energy and we can heal ourselves. And the healing can happen physically, emotionally or mentally, and spiritually too. So that's what Qigong is. So Qigong is really, especially Spring Forest Qigong practice is about healing. How to heal, how to keep your energy in balance, and how to live happy, right? Because any religion or any spirituality practice, basically in the end of the day, what Buddha said, what Jesus said, Allah said, doesn't matter. In the end of the day, it's all about how can you live happy? How can you live healthy? How can you live full of love? Right? So in Spring Forest Qigong, we have a practice of like moving. I'll actually guide everyone into some of the movement and then doing the meditation later. So we have a movement, right? And why do we have to move our body? Like if you see like Buddhist up in the mountain or Hindu priest or something, like maybe they're up in the mountain just meditating. But then we have this physical body. And in our body, there's an energy channel moving, right? So that's why the acupuncture works. They pick up the point along the energy channel, stimulating the energy in our body. But you don't have to go anywhere else. You can actually do this. Just doing some simple movement, you can actually stimulate the energy in your body, keep your energy in balance. Why do you have to do meditation? If you just run 30 miles a day, maybe you can just stay healthy. If you do yoga 5 hours a day, why can I not stay healthy? But even then, we have a stress, right? So meditation helps to keep our emotional energy in balance and also develop our spiritual energy. I'm assuming people who are coming here is focused on that, how to develop our spiritual energy. Right? But with these movement and meditation, our focus in the end is not about just a movement or just a meditation. How to keep our energy in balance is about how to live your life every single moment, getting in touch with everything in the universe. So how to live peacefully, how to live with full of love. Master Lin called it, how to become a love radiator. You just radiate love. Because if everything is energy, your thought is energy, your words you use is energy, your emotions energy too. It's not just a physical thing, not just a chair and air. I'm rhyming. But so, how to keep our emotion in balance? And whether you like it or not, our energy is like a ripple. It's from there, from you, it's radiating. Whether it's a positive emotion or a negative emotion, it's radiating. Right? So in some tradition, we use the word karma. And karma is coming from the word, means to do, it's action. So everything you do have a reaction. If there is a cause, there is a result, right? And when I say stuff like this, some people are like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything anymore. If I eat, I'm influencing some energy. If I breathe, I'm influencing some energy. And some practices, go extreme, right? Like people just always wear masks or never to step on bugs, so you just know. But then that's not about that, right? How to keep our energy in balance? Because then what? So how to bring the peace in you? Like especially right now. Times are sort of a time of turmoil. If you turn on the TV, there's all sorts of stuff happening. If you start reading news, just the day's news, it's kind of depressing to see all these things happening. And there's a lot of anxiety and anger and fear among us. But we tend to think those things are something coming from outside to ourselves. But it's not really. All this fear and anger is already in us, but something that just stimulated. Right? So because there is an event, but then there is a perception of our event. So then our emotional reaction to the event that make it more real in your life. And then you create the stories. Everybody has that. And that's okay. But then how to shift this? Because if you have this negative stories, if you keep carrying it with you, this person did this when I was 5. My mother was like this, my father was like this. That's why I'm who I am. And that's okay. That's part of history, right? But that's history. And our energy is constantly transforming. So how we can keep transforming? So how to leave that out behind us? And how to move on and keep the energy moving in our body. And sometimes we feel that we need to be so perfect, right? Especially people who practice spirituality, that's ideal. I want to be in a place where I feel no emotion. I'm just blissful every single moment. How can you go shopping with that? You can't be blissful and go grocery shopping. You might just fill up a cart, or maybe you don't fill a cart. One way or the other, you can't live, because we live in this life, right? We have to live. And sometimes because we idealize these things as something stagnant, right? To be in the balance is not stagnant, it's always dynamic. So if you get angry, that's okay. The important thing is that I'm angry. I have to balance this energy now. So in Qigong, we have these 5 elements, so 5 different emotions. There's a positive emotion and negative emotion. So for example, happiness helps to balance your liver energy. And it's also counterbalance the anger. So if you're angry, and say, I'm angry now. How can I balance this energy? Happiness. I can bring happiness into my body. I'm very anxious right now. I can feel the anxiety building up in my body. I can balance anxiety with peace, feeling of peacefulness. And it doesn't matter whether you're feeling peaceful right now, or you can just pretending to be peaceful. It's okay. You can pretend. Even then, your energy shifts because it's your intention that moves your energy. So when you're anxious, you just bring in the peace. I'm peaceful right now. I'm peaceful, I'm peaceful, I'm peaceful. And you can balance the energy. Fear, right? Everybody have a fear of one, or most of our emotion probably start from fear of some sort. The balance, the energy of fear is gratitude. So when you're fearful about something, that you can bring in the gratitude for everything, for every person in your life. You can start with people who love you, right? That's easier. Say thank you. Or maybe if you're a spiritual person, you can say thank you to God or universe or your spiritual teacher. And then everything else, right? Everything else, your chair, air, the beautiful stained glass. You can say thank you to that. And then you can bring gratitude into yourself. Say thank you to yourself. How to say thank you to every part of your body. Because our body has done so much for us, right? Luckily, because our body functions the way it is, we don't have to think, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, heart move, boom, boom. We don't have to do that. Digest food, we don't have to do that. Because our body does everything for us. So say thank you to our body. Right? Sometimes it's easy to say thank you to other people. All the people who helped me, say thank you, thank you, thank you. But then sometimes people have a hard time say thank you to yourself. Say thank you to yourself like you will say thank you to your best friend. Because your body, yourself, is your best friend. Right? It's been there with you since you're born, or even before you're born, right? So we can always keep our energy in balance. Oh, one more, the sadness, right? If we are sad, and these emotions are not necessarily a bad thing, right? We feel sad, and when we feel sad, we want to connect and reach out. That's why we have this emotion. When we are sad, we feel this balance, right? So the balance to happen, there is something, first there's the imbalance to happen, and then there's a balancing force. The problem is when you're just imbalanced all the time, then eventually it will manifest itself as something. But only thing, you can just bring the energy back. And this feeling of contentment can balance your sadness. And feeling of contentment is like you just be in the right place at the right time. Even all the challenges you have in your life, it's just there to help you. So that's the force that keeps you moving forward. So it's a shift of perception, right? Because sometimes this, the part of the reason I decided to talk about this is I was at the Qigong conference last year. And there's this lady, I was talking about the presenter, and we are like, wow, wasn't he great? That his meditation was fantastic, and we were just talking about it. And this lady said, yeah, it's really nice, Qigong and meditation and all, but how about the real life? And I'm like, interesting. Because that's kind of how we compartmentalize, right? This is a Qigong moment. I have a Qigong moment for half an hour a day, and the rest of my life. I have a meditation moment for this hour, and then the rest of my life. But then that's okay in the beginning, because that's how we all begin, right? But little by little, this rest of your moment and Qigong moment, there's no separation. And that's what, where we are heading toward, right? That's why we practice spirituality. That's why you gather here. Because you guys everybody needs a reminder, right? Because if you can just practice on your own, those are the masters, right? They just practice on their own. And the rest of us just need a reminder. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Because we forget. I can balance this energy. And it's important to know. I've talked about a little bit about the perfection is not a static thing. It's just when you become the master level, like my teacher, Master Lin, doesn't mean he doesn't get angry or annoyed, but then when that moves, when the shift happens, or when he can feel the shift, he can already balance it back, right? When people start in Qigong, maybe the balancing act is more like this. And as you practice, become like this, and become like this, become more like this. So your emotion and shift of your energy become more even. You've seen those like a tightrope. That person is not still. They're always moving, but always balancing, right? So it's not static. It's that dynamic. But then you don't have to wait until that happens to balance back. So that's why you can keep your emotion, keep your energy in balance, more steady. So then there's not big shift that can happen. So part of a reason, sometimes we in practice, because we idealize being in this peace so much, we stop looking at ourselves. I would say, sorry about my language, it's a shitty part of ourselves. We all have that, right? I'm trying so hard to be this higher level person, but then there is the part of me so angry, so sad, so worrying so much. I've been practicing so long, but my husband over there, when he spills stuff on the floor and just leave it, I'm like, what are you doing? Clean it up. But then I'm not going to take the whole day, right? I just say it. 5 minutes later, I'm just done. I just said what I needed to say. I needed to say in a way so that he will remember next time, but doesn't mean I'm angry. Right? So how to keep our energy in balance? So I'll guide you into kind of a meditation, because these part of the underdeveloped part of us, I would say, is important. But sometimes we fear that part of us. Then we try not to look. But then when you try not to look, then the fear gets even more. That becomes such a ginormous giant that stands in your way for your spiritual development and in your life. But then when you realize that's the part of us that needs more love, that needs more attention, like a little baby. Those part of us, the underdeveloped part of us, is a little baby. You need to say, oh, there. That's why they need more love. That's why they act up. Meh. I don't like it. I don't want to be peaceful. I don't want to be happy. I just want to be miserable right now. Everybody has that moment. I'm like, someone says like, oh, be peaceful. Like, shut up. Let me be. We all have that part. But we just hold it like a little baby and say, hey, there. Ah, that's the part of me that needs more love. Okay, there. And then when you give more love, what happened to the baby? Quiet down, right? You don't want to punish the baby. If your baby is crying, I'm like, hey, shut up. You're not going to stop crying. You just keep crying even more. So you want to say, hey, that's okay. You're just sad. You're just angry. You just need something, need love. So there. And if you say it, it's no longer something fearful. Then you don't have to worry about the emotion, right? So those who, practice like, oh, I want to be happy, but when I'm angry, like, oh, why am I angry? And I'm angry about me being angry, or being sad about being angry, so frustrated. But you don't have to, because that's the part of you that keeps you moving forward. So stop feeling fear or worries about you not being perfect, because it's perfect the way you're imperfect. Because that's why, because we are always just stepping one step at a time, moving toward where we need to go. Oftentimes we just feel like we just zip through it, just fly to the goal and done with it. But each step is what makes things more interesting and enriching experience. Okay, so let's stand up. Okay, I know you've been listening to me long enough. Okay, just open your feet a little bit and then just start bouncing. Breathe in from your nose, breathe out from your mouth. Just find the most comfortable speed and sizes. Close your eyes if you like. Bring your focus inside your body. And just feel every part of your body is right here with you. But even just noticing your body, you're saying thank you to your body. Okay, and gently bring your arms up over your head. Relax your wrist and let your hand bounce as your body bounces. See, because our body have an energy channel, even just simple bouncing, we're already opening our energy. Just that. Isn't that amazing? Our body is pretty incredible. And also, you can't stay serious doing this. Right? This is a great way to live your life. I mean, come on. You can't be serious doing this, right? Exactly. All right, so let's bring your arms down. Okay, and now just, there's energy point in our body. So just simple things like tapping our body. There's energy point in our body. We can help to move the energy. Okay, so just a little bit above your cheekbone. Tap with your finger 9 times. This is the stomach energy channel. And there is a bladder energy channel beginning of your eyebrow. Tap with your finger 9 times. This is a great detoxing point. Cup top of your head. Okay, and cup base of your head. And massage your C7, so the big bone on the base of your neck. All right, now clap your hands 9 times. Okay, and make a little light fist like this, and tap your tailbone. I'm doing it gently because I have a microphone thing. But you can tap it pretty hard, yeah. Okay, and tap your hip joint. Great, have a seat. Okay, and close your eyes and relax. If you can, try to keep your both feet on the floor, that's easier. Try to keep your spine straight. Keep your hand facing the ceiling. If you have a high blood pressure or high blood sugar, or if you have a headache or fever or something like that, then you can keep your palms down. Otherwise, try to keep your palms up. And close your eyes. Breathe in and out from your nose. And gently put the tip of your tongue against the roof of your mouth. This is actually helping to create the loop in your body. Front and back energy channel along your spine. Go through the top of your mouth by putting your tongue. It's like a switch. You're connecting 2 energy channels. And put smile on your face. In Spring Forest Qigong, smile stands for start my internal love engine. Exactly. So put smile on your face. And bring your focus behind your navel. So this is an energy point called lower dantian. Dantian means energy reservoir. So there's the lower dantian, middle dantian, upper dantian. So now we are focusing on the lower dantian, behind your navel. Imagine there's a beautiful light shining in your lower dantian. If you have a hard time visualizing, just say in your mind, there's a beautiful light shining in your lower dantian. And take 3 gentle deep breaths. And with each breath, feel your physical body is here, your mind, your heart, and your spirit are right here with you. Feel you're so connected, so grounded. And gently bring this light from your lower dantian, behind your navel, up to your heart. And see the beautiful light shining in your heart. And in this light, you just repeat after me in your mind. This is what we call password. Help you to connect to the bigger energy of the universe. So you can just repeat in your mind, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And feel the quietness, stillness, and the peacefulness inside your body. And with each breath, feel the light in your heart. It's growing bigger and bigger, getting brighter and brighter. You may even feel the warmth in your body as the light grows bigger and bigger. And now your entire body is in the light. From head to toe, every part of your body is shining in this beautiful light. And in this light, see yourself standing right in front of you, smiling at you, and feel how much love you feel for your friend, that your best friend standing right in front of you. When time is good, when time is hard, this friend has been with you every moment, every step of your way. Without ever complaining, always being a great friend. So say thank you. And say to your friend, take as much love you need to heal yourself, to balance your energy. I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you. And with so much love in your heart, now you hold your best friend as a little baby in your hand. In your hands, this baby is so precious. You feel so much love just looking at this baby. And you know in your heart, this baby is so beautiful. And you accept everything about it. Sometimes this baby may act up. Sometimes this baby might cry, or angry, or sad, or scared. But feel, with your love, you can keep this baby safe and sound. Say to this baby, everything will be all right. I love you. I accept you, every part of you. And look how your baby smiles. Feel so much love from the baby. And slowly, this baby and you merge together. Feel how good you feel. How wonderful you feel. Feel so much tenderness, so much joy. And one more time, say thank you to yourself for being here at this moment. And know that every moment things are changing. Sometimes you might not notice, but change is happening. So you never have to give up anything. You always continue to live, to love. And you never have to be scared of making mistakes. It's just another teaching opportunities, learning opportunities. And just one more time, feel yourself from head to toe. You are right here, right now. Know that you are connected to everything. There is nothing in your life is ever a waste. And gently bring this light from your heart down to your lower dantian, behind your navel. See the beautiful light shining in your lower dantian as an energy ball. And this ball is spinning, spinning, spinning. And it's spinning faster and getting smaller and getting brighter. Getting smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter. And it becomes an energy pill. And you tuck this energy pill deep in behind your navel. And in this beautiful day of spring, the day of new beginning, fill yourself with joy and take 3 gentle deep breaths. And slowly open your eyes and rub your hand together. Okay, rub between your fingers too. And massage your face. So start from bridge of your nose up to your forehead, come around side of your face. So massage your face like that a few times. And massage your ears top to bottom. We do this so you're awake enough to go home. So you can drive. All right. So thank you so much for being here today in this, what a beautiful day. And I think we have a prayer. Oh, thank you. All right. So close your eyes. Again, bring your focus inward. And just notice, through your hands, you're connecting to your neighbors. And feel through your neighbors, you're connecting to the other person, the other person, the other person. And just feel everyone in this circle. And just feel how we are connected right now. And you know that each person have a connection to others beyond this location. Their families, their friends. And these other people is also connected. So simply just holding our hand right now, you're connected to so many people. And beyond people, so many places, so many things. And such a beautiful, complex way we connect, intertwine it with each other. And as Jay mentioned in the beginning, every moment you can start, restart. If you feel you made a mistake going one way, then just go back and take another way. No need for you to feel lost. If you need to stop, sometimes you stop and smell flower. Just enjoy the moment. No rush to get anywhere. And just in this moment, feel this connection. And feel that everything is there to support you. Wherever you're planning to go, whatever is your path, and just feel deep gratitude for everyone, for everything, and for you. And take a deep breath. And without using your words, say thank you to your friend next to you by just through your hands. All right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here.